Hey everybody. So intuitive messaging coming through today as I was on my walk. So um, I've heard that with the initials DJT is no longer with us. And so whatever is walking around appearing like that person isn't them. So I've heard this for a little bit, and on my walk it started to, churn in my gerbil wheel. And we have to use discernment, and that comes from the heart, that also comes from the mind, and so on. So we have to use both in coherence with each other. But if it churns too long, we got to give it back to the light, and that's what I've learned. So before giving it back to the light, it's been churning for a little bit. So as I'm on my walk today, it comes up and it starts to churn again. And I thought, okay, well, I don't have the answers to this. Maybe I should send it back to the light. And then I got, you need to do a video on this to help others so that they can send it back to the light. So as I'm thinking about DJT and possibly not being here, then what is here, right? I mean, does the soul of that physical body exit and another one comes in called a walk-in? And those happen a lot during trauma, tragedies, and NDEs, non-near-death experiences, because apparently that transfer of souls can be painful from what I understand. So it's best to do it when there's all that trauma going on. So did that occur? And then from what I understand with that is you have a soul contract with a soul family. So if that is to occur, there has to be a negotiation on who's coming in to finish the job. And it has to be someone from what I want to say, the accredited same mission type thing to step in, right? That's kind of how I've learned it. Someone equal to, if not better than, and has a spirit strong enough to carry the physicality back into life and then carry out the mission, if you know what I'm saying here. So then I thought, all right, but there's things being said that sound out of context, that some people just aren't getting that this person is saying. So then you ask, did the person exit and then some clone reproduction went on? And then how does that work? Because we know that there's not somebody in the remote control booth solely operating that being to look, sound, feel, act, respond in the mannerisms of that particular person. And so then you ask, well, this is me asking. So then I ask, okay, so what do you have? Do you have like a storage unit or a cellar full of like fragmented souls that need to finish out something? So somebody took that soul out and put another one in of not the same caliber so that the clone can function? I mean, I don't know. I don't really know how it works. I haven't been told completely how it works, so I can't take whatever else I've learned or heard or taken through study or courses to be the gospel. I just don't until it comes to me and resonates in a whole different way. I can't claim that, it's of truth to me. Okay. So then I was thinking about, hybrids and all this other stuff. And it was quite the enjoyable walk, by the way. And so I was thinking, animals, they know not to mix, you don't see a cardinal flying up to a crow and saying, hey, you want to lay some eggs together? Yeah, let's lay some eggs together. You know, you don't you don't see, you know, a gerbil hanging out with a giraffe going, hey, I like your long neck. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, a fly who wants to hitch a ride on a horse. You say, hey, how about I take a ride on your back, and, you know, while I'm up here, why don't you and I create a little something, you know? And that, by the way, that would take a whole new meaning of horsefly to a whole other level. So anyway, I'm on this walk, and this is me. This is how me and my guides and my higher self talk all the time. So I'm like, all right, okay, so man, it's really screwing up some stuff. I mean, you know, geneticists are doing things, but then I also know that geneticists on other levels, I'm being told, are doing a lot of things. I'm told we, the human, are a hybrid of something. But then again, I can't put any faith into any of it because I have not had the schooling from anyone of the highest sacred caliber to clarify all that for me. So I can only guess. So it brings me back to the point of, you know, things going around in the gerbil wheel, hamster wheel, gerbil wheel, whatever you want to call it. Some people would call it the rodent wheel. It's all beings running around in the same little, you know, because hamsters and gerbils are stuck in a cage, and then they do this and do that, and they, you know. So anyway, it was, how long are you going to let it mutter and shudder around up in there before you give it back to the light? So we kept coming back to give it back to the light. And so I'm just walking, and actually as I'm walking, I'm actually picking up speed. You know, I'm not slowing down thinking I'm picking up speed, like it was giving me a lot of energy to have this stuff going on in my head. I just wrote down like 3 things on my paper here, so I didn't forget anything. But that's really kind of it. So mutter is what I call the bibbity bam, debop, whatever going on in your head that just is clanking around up there. It makes no sense at all whatsoever. And while it's clanking around, it's taking out good matter up there. So, you know, it was like, take your mutter and churn it into and liquefy it into butter. So take your mutter, turn it to butter, let it be golden and liquefied, send it back to the light, and let it go. Because there's no reason to be holding on to, what if, how about that? Because guess what? When my higher self and my guide team want me to know something, they bring it to me. They will bring clarification to me. So just like putting out this video right now, if there's more for me to know, I will know it. I will know it. In the meantime, it's just baggage taking up space. It's baggage taking up space in my primal source creator space that needs to be much more open and freeing and flowing, and not have a lot of things and obstacles to trip over. So that's kind of my little message today, which isn't so little. So while you're listening to these trials going on, and who slapped who, and what food isn't going to be there, and what, and where, and how, send it back to the light. Send it back to the light. Mutter it, churn it, liquefy it into butter, into golden smoothie, just silky energy, and just send it back to the light. And if it's meant to come back to you, it will. All right. So in the meantime, I'd love very much for you to like my video, share my video, make a note on my video, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. All right. Much love.